everybody, it's Brad here, Pixel Force Podcast, episode 25. 25% loaded to 100. That was stupid. Oh my gosh.
It's a holiday
It's not
special.
your best, Brad.
Holiday special, and clearly we've done nothing to celebrate the holidays.
That Mountain Dew can is Christmassy.
I do have a sweater in my car.
You have a sweater in the car.
I should have brought it.
shit.
I didn't know if
Never
we were doing
mind,
anything
don't do
holiday
that.
related.
No, clearly we're not. So we're here. And more important, fuck the holidays. This is Game of the Year edition, or Games of the Year edition. Brad, insert clip right here showing all the games we're looking at. All right, welcome back. That was awesome.
Thanks for that,
I
Brad.
like how you have to subtly give yourself like visual cues. When
I
you're
won't
editing a
remember.
video and you're
I
like,
won't remember.
I gotta do this. I gotta do that.
Do you
I
see
gotta
the
do
notes I take for the podcast?
Yeah, no.
Clearly, my memory's about as good as a whale's. All right, non-existent. That wasn't a funny joke either. See, I gotta pre-rate my
You're looking
jokes
for
now.
a goldfish, Brad.
This podcast has 3 fine gentlemen plus a goldfish. That's Zach.
That's right.
What the? Oh my gosh.
You're the one who says you had the bad memory.
Yeah, right. Touche.
So, So should we say we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on in our day-to-day lives, but then we want an ordered list of 5 games for Pixel Forest.
Well, yeah, you might see us arguing and fighting with each other, but
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, most of this podcast is going to be a debate about what our top 5 games are.
he
for
said
this year.
debate. This is a war.
It's a deliberation.
fuck off. I'm already pissed.
This
You
is
want to know
a war
why?
you're-
Because I forgot the cameras and I
Yeah.
had to go home.
Brad had to drive a half hour home and a half hour back to bring the cameras.
Yeah.
right.
It gave me time to work down after I go to the gym, getting fat.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah. So I'm pretty pissed about that. Oh, this is the scary. So I went to my mother's house. That's where the cameras were. And for those who don't know, my mother's, I don't know. She's not old. She's like early 50s.
Why are you looking
But
at me?
I also have, because you're my mom.
Okay.
And then I also have a younger sister who's like in elementary school, and they're busy doing, normal life stuff, bath, dinner, being a family while I left them. They didn't know, so I went back to get the cameras. They didn't know that I opened the garage door, walked into the house, grabbed the cameras, scuffled around looking for the memory card for like 10 minutes, had no clue I was there, walked out, closed the garage door. They still didn't know I was at the house. I was there for probably a solid 10, 15 minutes too. So I gotta have a talk with my mom about hearing aids or like an alarm or something, because she's gonna get shot.
Oh my God. It's intense.
Savage.
Yeah.
Maybe just a dog.
Happy holidays. A dog? No, we have cats. That's wonderful.
Well, obviously they're not helping.
No, I hate the cats.
I have a question. What is the candy corn of Christmas?
Candy cane.
But candy canes are okay.
Gumdrop? Gumdrop maybe?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Gumdrops are
it's
gross.
easily candy cane.
Circus peanuts.
Circus
What?
peanut. What is more candy Christmas than a candy cane?
Yeah.
What flavored candy canes are gross though?
What flavored candy canes are gross?
Yeah, like the banana and like apple.
Banana?
ones.
Well, there's
Yeah,
like
that sounds
there's like
awful.
the the Jolly Rancher ones.
Yeah, those ones are gross.
Yeah, they usually have a bunch of different flavored ones.
I like
You-
the ones
I
that
like
are. I like
those.
the ones that are like chocolate.
I'm not saying they're
mint.
bad. I'm
Those
saying
are
there's
good.
different flavors.
Yeah.
No,
Nope.
candy cane needs to be peppermint.
You know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
You know what the
Yeah.
worst flavor of candy cane is? The cheap one you get when you go to cut down your Christmas tree, and they give you like the little cheap ass one on your way up. Here you go, kiddo, and they give you that.
Oh, it's like the little tiny one.
yeah, it tastes like the
Yeah.
plastic it came in.
Yeah.
Quality.
100%.
Jake, your cats are about as annoying as my
I'm gonna
cats.
kill him.
Me too. 2 for 1.
What?
Never mind.
2 cats with 1 stone.
This podcast is brought to us today by PETA.
Pita bread.
Keep your cats safe,
Also, PetSmart.
everybody, and PetSmart.
All right, I got a question for y'all. Do you guys have any friends that have weird jobs? Like,
I think my job's
like,
pretty weird.
You guys are the
yeah,
only
I
friends
didn't
that
even know
have.
what your job was until like after the first like 3 months I met you, and then
Yeah.
I was like, hey, trying to play it off. I was like, Corey, can you remind me what your job is? And you're like, yeah, we're gonna mushroom plant.
Yeah. The easy answer is I'm a mushroom farmer, but the long answer involves us using mushrooms for like packaging.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's scary.
I thought it was for making stuff.
It's a lot of things.
No one knows
Oh,
what
okay.
Corey does.
I don't even know what I do, man. I just show up and they say, hey, do this, and I'm like, all right, as long as you pay me.
Yeah, that's funny. That sounds like every job I had in high school.
I just look
Just
at
showed
images
up
all day.
Including the back
So now I had
room.
money.
Including that back room of the Pizza Hut. It's like, Brad, do this.
Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut is pretty good.
You know.
You know what? Embrace debate right now. Best pizza product. You know,
Wait
like
a second. Holy
Wait,
shit.
what?
I don't know. I'm really hyped.
He's
up.
going on a
This
tangent.
isn't coffee, all right.
He's
This is Red Bull
what the hell
Why
flavor
did
is
you have-
that?
for this
Yellow?
moment right here.
Yellow is the flavor of summer. It's fucking December, yo.
Tropical, actually.
Exactly.
Why the hell do you
You
have tropical and
Yeah, because when you
December.
think of
It's the best
tropical, you think
flavor.
of snow.
It's the best flavor. I
No,
do
it's
think
not.
when I think of yellow, I think
No,
of snow.
definitely not.
So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yellow snow.
yeah,
But,
embrace
uh,
the bait.
Anyway,
That's
wait,
it.
pizza or the weird friend thing?
I don't know. Forget the
Yeah.
pizza thing. I'll do that. I'll do that next time. I have a really long list
We
of
already
topics.
had- we already
I'm trying to
had
get through them
our-
all.
We already had our consensus on the best pizza, I think.
Did we?
I think we talked about pizza multiple times.
Pizza's fucking
Pizza's-
good, dude.
Pizza's fucking good.
Why, I mean, why wouldn't we talk about pizza?
the new place that
Uh-huh.
opened up near you is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pizza Hut. But if we're not going local, this is all getting cut, right?
So
Yeah,
yeah,
sure. No.
probably. We should have. What about the weird friends and the jobs?
Oh yeah, weird friends and jobs. So my,
We just completely swung.
I did. I
past
forgot
that
about
one.
that topic. I'm really
You
hyped
wanna
up in
restart?
energy. Nah,
No,
Okay.
let's just keep going.
no, we're doing great. I'm gonna cut this.
Okay,
You saw I did
don't
last
cut it.
time.
we're gonna cuck this.
All right, right.
No, we're not cutting this.
No,
Oh my
All right.
god.
friends with weird jobs.
Yeah.
I have a friend with a weird job.
All right.
He worked for the Denver Broncos. Worked as in past tense. He got
Fired.
kicked out so John Elway's grandson could work for him
Okay,
instead.
so when you say he got kicked out, you mean he just got fired?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why'd you say it like that? Why'd you say, oh, he got kicked out?
What
I don't
about
want him to
John
sound
Elway?
like, you know, a
It's not a
dirtbag,
club.
but
he got fired.
All right,
you're
continue.
shitting on him. You're shitting on him. Guess what? He got a way better job.
Oh yeah.
No, not really.
Okay.
What
No,
about
he-
John Elway?
he-
Denver Broncos though, huh?
Yeah, that was, and for the job he works now, they make their own content and entertainment. And I heard him. He's not one of the main guys. He's the office manager. But I listened to a podcast that they made and listened to, you know, like what he was talking about. And he legit told the company, he was like, "So, what do you plan on doing here, Brett?" And he was like, "This is really just an in-between job until I go back to the NFL." And I was like, "Power move right there! Holy shit!" So, he's got weird jobs and he's doing power moves, which makes me think I need a weird job.
Your job is weird.
And a power
You're
move.
from the military.
And well, the power moves will come with a weird job, like being a scuba diver.
I didn't know what you did for a
Power
long
move.
time.
I've got my license. in school.
I don't
You're
think-
like, I'm in the Air Force, but I work on computers and also I shot a guy and like I don't know.
I haven't shot anybody.
That's what you're not doing. That's
Not
not what
yet.
you told me.
Well, all right.
That we know why you
Rip
got that
Fred.
1,000-yard stare, and why when we're playing Call of Duty, sometimes you're all of a sudden
Just
like,
like-
"Oh my god!" Oh! And you're like freaking out. I just spit all over the place.
He just
But,
like, he just like
I
leaves
got
the
Are you saying I have PTSD?
He just
Sure.
like,
What's up?
he's like, guys,
he
this is
gets a
too-
1,000-yard stare from playing Call of Duty.
He's
And
like,
now
guys, this is
I
too
have
real.
this terrible nicotine habit.
Oh my god. He's like, guys, this is too real, and leaves the game.
It's mint. It's a bad flavor. Go ahead, Jake. Rip the jewel. We're in college.
We're definitely not in college.
Zach's in
I'm the only
college.
one in college.
The X-Men in college since
It's
he
a
was
bad
born.
flavor. I want fruit punch back.
I've been in college for 5 years.
Oh my god.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Kids.
Wow, that
don't,
sucks.
Don't smoke. No, I'm kidding.
That sucks.
Yeah,
Don't
that does
ever
suck.
make me do that.
Oh god.
This
All right,
is
back to
all getting
games.
cut.
This is all getting cut.
Oh my god.
No, release it. It's good.
Back to games.
All right.
Ship it.
So no one else has friends with weird jobs?
No.
not
Not really. I just look at my mission all day.
That's-
I mean, I got a funny story about a weird job. Kind of, not really a weird job. I have a coworker who used to work for Delta Airlines.
Okay.
He was like the baggage guy.
That's not exciting. That's
The guy made like $24 an hour doing it.
and now it's exciting.
But he told me this one story about how he gets free trips and hotels when he works for Delta Airlines. You can go, and any rooms that they have that are like vacant, they put people who work for the airlines in there.
Mm-hmm.
So he would just fly around the country. And he said one time he went to Finland, flew to Finland, didn't have a passport, but just went so then he could say, I was in Finland. And he walked out of the terminal to the gate and was like, I'm in Finland. Turned around and got on a plane and came home.
That's shit. That's the most miserable thing. Wait. He's the baggage guy and he traveled with the. Oh no, he didn't travel with the plane.
No,
He
he's
was
just working for the company. He got to travel.
That guy's a nut.
It's
I
pretty
want to
funny.
meet him.
He's the Star Wars guy.
This Star Wars guy is. I can't wait till he
He
comes
thinks
out.
you
He's
are
impressive.
an absolute.
He's the Star Wars kid.
When can we?
He thinks you are an idiot because
Okay.
you didn't like the new Star Wars.
When can we talk about it?
What the new
It
Star
just
Wars?
came
Yeah.
out.
It didn't just come out.
It came out
After
Friday.
New Year's. After New Year's.
Isn't
Yeah,
your
it was
video?
alright.
There's already a video of you on the channel. If
That
people
doesn't-
want
There
Let's
is,
talk about
but
it,
that's just you know.
Oh,
no,
you wanna
no
do-
spoilers.
We should
no
do it
spoilers.
and do a spoiler cast.
You want to
Yeah.
go see it?
I don't see.
Fuck these guys. They went.
I want to go see it again because I need.
You saw it?
Yeah,
I need to see it again. And
Did
you know what?
I saw it Saturday.
Did you agree with
Did
Brad?
you go
or
by
not?
yourself?
No, I went with some friends I used to work with.
I don't agree with my rating. I should have gave it a little bit more.
You got
but
other friends.
It's a pretty. I was like, what the fuck?
Did you? So did you not like it as much as Brian?
I liked it majority. It's just like a couple things I wasn't fully on board.
Did you like it better than episode 7?
No.
Well, then I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Let me
'cause
put
I
it this way.
hated episode 7.
Episode
wanna-
7 was a lot of character building.
Yeah.
Episode 8. This is all we're talking about Star Wars, and then that's it. Episode 8 is just. It's a good movie to go see, but if you're a big Star Wars junkie, it betrays you in so many different ways.
All right. So
Speaking of which, did you hear what they're petitioning for?
No.
They are petitioning to have it have the episode 8 not be canon.
No, it's got
That's stupid.
They've done too much.
Yeah.
They've gone
But-
too far.
all right. So
Yeah.
here's the difference between episode 7 and episode 8, and then what's going to be the difference between episode 8 and episode 9. They switched directors.
Yeah, they switched from 7. That was their plan.
JJ
Was 7, 8, 9, all different directors.
Yeah. J.J. Abrams is doing 7 and 9. He is doing 9 now.
He wasn't supposed to originally.
No.
And they
And
switched.
Ryan Johnson did 8.
Okay.
Ryan Johnson is getting his own Star Wars trilogy. That has nothing to do with the characters in this one, nothing to do with the old story at all. It's just going to be a new.
I already
trilogy.
see where this is going, and I have a lot of comments about that. But I'll save it for the spoiler cast because I didn't want to get into specifics.
Yeah, definitely.
Shit.
Did you know we were supposed to get another Star Wars game other than Battlefront recently? But
You said that, and I didn't
It
know
Republic
hear all
did I
of
bring
it.
that up? No. No, I'm not talking about that Bounty Hunter one either. It was the same people that developed Uncharted series, Uncharted 1, 2, and 3.
Naughty Dog.
Yeah, I don't think it was Naughty Dog.
It was
Or it was, I
definitely
don't know
not-
if it was
developed or published?
I think it might have been published. I can't remember exactly.
Published was Sony.
Who did it then? It was some company that EA bought. They were supposed to do a Star Wars one, but then
Insomniac. Didn't they buy Insomniac?
No.
No.
I forget who it was. Either way.
They
Visceral?
bought Visceral.
Yeah, I think it was Visceral.
Yeah,
They
the
did, like,
game
they
that
did
Amy
Space
Hennig was
Games.
working on, they canned it and fired everybody like
Yep,
just recently,
pretty
and
much.
that's why they're pissed. Yeah,
Because they didn't think like people were going to go for the single player
yeah.
thing
It was
anymore.
supposed to be. It was originally Star Wars 1313, if you remember that.
Yeah, I thought it was a different game.
No,
Because
it's the same
1313 got
game.
canceled a while back.
Well, it's this. That was Amy Hennig who was working.
Oh,
on
okay.
it, and then
And
she went
Keto.
to Visceral.
I thought,
Yeah.
never mind. I thought it was a different game.
Yeah.
I wanted that game.
Sorry. All right. So you guys got me thinking about movies now, and I got to see all of the trailers before Star Wars when I went to go see it last week.
Mhm.
I wrote down some thoughts.
Anything good?
Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider wasn't in the pre,
It wasn't in the previews.
I want to see Tomb Raider.
but
I'll go see it.
this one's already out in TV commercials. You've probably seen it everywhere. It's being maybe overhyped. I don't know, but Jumanji.
Mm.
I don't
I'll
know.
go see it.
I want to go see it.
I'll go see it.
I
I'm not
kinda-
even going to give it a chance.
Does
All I'm
it-
gonna say is someone said to me at work, and this really resonated with me, and I couldn't come up with a movie where I made his theory false. He said Jack Black in whatever movie he is in is the best character in it.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's. Yeah. I mean,
And you think of him, you think of Jack Black as like a supporting actor. He's never usually the main focus. And then it occurred to me, except School of Rock, which
Did
is
you ever see-
an
Tenacious
all-time
D?
that's awesome. And those are some of my favorite movies. But I
Shallow
thought
Hal.
You ever see The Big D?
no, I never
That's
saw
a
the big.
great movie with Jack Black as the lead.
But maybe this is just me then. In my brain, I always thought of Jack Black as a really solid supporting character role, and then I thought about it. Every movie's fucking in. He's the best character.
I'm sorry, it's called The D Train. Sorry,
No, there
The
we
D
go.
Train.
But yeah, those are good examples. Think of King Kong, the main protagonist, like the guy.
Yeah.
He's alright. I mean, he fit
Adrian
the
Brody?
role.
Bernie. You ever see Bernie?
No, it's Bernie.
That's Jack Black. He plays like a funeral director, but it gets weird. That's a weird one.
Is he good in it?
Yeah. It's
Point proof it.
But, yeah, I'm not even going to give Jumanji a chance.
No, me
Sorry,
neither.
but not going
I don't
to.
know.
Isn't The Rock in that?
Yeah,
The Rock's in it, which I don't mind.
And Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart bothers me.
Oh, yeah.
I know you've never really liked Kevin Hart.
I've never liked him either.
He just every movie he's in, he's the same character.
Yeah.
He suffers from the same syndrome that like Melissa McCarthy suffers from too. Like they play the
Don't
same
tempt
characters in every single movie they're in.
No, don't.
May I?
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, oh my god.
What?
We're gonna get out there. We're gonna sell some brownies. Which way's the bus?
Which way's the boss?
The bus.
Oh, no, she said which way's the river.
Oh yeah. Which way's the river?
Oh my
Get on the
gosh.
bus.
So there's one movie trailer that I saw that I really want to go see. It's called A Quiet Place.
I wrote that down. Yeah.
Oh, with John Krasinski?
I believe so, yeah.
Yep.
So the thing about that movie is that there's these, I don't know what it is. Like there's something out there that if you make a noise, it can like hunt you down, but you have to you have to remain absolutely silent. Like
Go ahead.
They like they did everything they possibly could to make sure there's no sound made.
Mm.
Like they put trails of sand out, so like when you're walking outside, you don't crunch on a leaf or a branch or anything like that.
Yeah.
They have like Monopoly set up on a rug, so like when you roll the dice, it doesn't make a sound. All the pieces are like these little knitted pieces, so they're not even the regular Monopoly stuff.
You would go insane.
Yeah.
In the quietness.
That's your thing. I think that's gonna be a movie that's gonna have an awesome theater experience,
Oh,
or
yeah.
a terrible one.
You ever see the movie It Comes at Night? It was in theaters like earlier this year.
Wasn't that it was like these people go to this one guy's house and like they can't leave.
Yeah.
My brother
With the
saw
red
that.
door.
Yeah.
The red door.
yeah.
My brother saw it. He did not like it at all.
So can we?
He didn't like it?
how,
No.
Oh, I thought it was awesome.
How did
I'd have to
John
watch it.
Krasinski go from playing Jim from The Office to like all of a sudden a fucking superstar?
Yeah.
Like the guy,
Chris Pratt.
the
Same thing.
guy literally, like, he's been in what, a couple war movies, right?
Yeah.
13 hours.
Well, this the other thing too is John Krasinski does a lot of back scenes. He's a producer too.
Yeah, that's
If you've seen what's that show with the lip singing they do? I think it's called Lip Sync with LL Cool J.
Lip
I don't
sync
know. I don't
battle?
watch shows.
Yeah,
Lip
Lip
Sync
Sync
Battle. It's actually kind of I mean I've watched online videos, but
That show's
the
terrible.
show gets a good amount of ratings.
You watched the Kate Upton one, didn't you?
Hell yeah. He's the producer for that show.
That's
You know,
awesome.
So I mean, he's helped out with movies and like you said, the war. Yeah, I
but
think
Chris
John
Pratt's the
Krasinski's
same way,
awesome.
too.
Yeah, so he went more of a
Started
superhero.
off in Parks and Rec.
Yeah, but Chris
And now he's
Pratt's
Guardians of the
more of
Galaxy
like
and Jurassic World.
like a smarmy, like prickish rogue.
Yeah, where John Krasinski is just
He's a badass.
he's just a solid actor, dude.
Yeah.
And he uses the same, doesn't change anything about him. It's just like
No.
you get
Maybe he'll grow his
you're
beard
getting
out
the
a
same
little
hair
bit.
as Office Jim. I'm just not gonna put hair gel in it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Hmm.
All right,
It's
my
awesome.
last movie notes I had was the upcoming Avengers movie,
Oh, Infinity War.
Infinity
Yep.
War. My thing is so.
I've got a little beef on that, but you go ahead.
We know the Vision's gonna die in this, right?
He
so
has to.
he
They
has to.
showed
You
it in
gotta
the
have that.
trailer.
They showed him getting attacked in the
They
trailer.
showed him getting attacked.
They didn't show this stone coming out. But the other thing is too is what I saw on this trailer, which I didn't see originally on the online trailer, is they show a quick scene of the Vision with the Scarlet Witch where he's human.
Mhm.
It's not red and with a glowy
Oh,
cape
so
and
you
a
think it might have just taken the android out of him?
maybe.
No.
But the other thing is too. I'm thinking, are they gonna try to make him human and then kill him to make it more of an impact? Because everyone knows they're gonna kill him.
Oh, like
But
have him
he's-
show human emotion and stuff.
Yeah, like he's a
And then-
human, and then now he's gonna
Oh,
die.
Yeah, man.
Here's the thing about that scene though. Like you could tell, like when he's human, you can see the glow of the yellow in his head.
That is true. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's when they're gonna go and get him. Like, look, he's a human. Oh, look, Vision's a human. I care more
Okay.
about this character, and then they're gonna, kill him.
I see.
Or they're gonna be a bitch and not kill him at all.
Well, TV shows tend to do that too, but like in kind of an opposite way. Like if a character's really huge, like kind of bigger than life, what they'll do is they'll start having him make like questionable decisions and try to distance him away from the audience before they kill him off, because it'll be like less of a culture shock when he dies.
I think I'd argue those some of the best TV shows are is when there is a culture shock.
Yeah,
You're
when
like,
there's a-
holy shit,
you're
that
like,
guy died.
what the fuck happened.
Those
But,
are
like,
usually to if ratings are low and they're trying to get the spark back in the show.
Can we
True.
talk about how awesome Spider-Man looks.
Yeah.
He looks awesome.
Wait. Are we complimenting Spider-Man? It's not just me.
That suit, man. That fucking suit.
I have a question.
What's your question?
Granted, I don't know shit about Marvel movies. This movie is called Avengers: Infinity War.
Right.
Yes.
Is the Cap versus Iron Man thing still a thing, or is this everyone versus Thanos?
No,
Like,
it seems
who
like
is
the
the war
Cap
between-
versus Iron Man thing is still playing a role.
Well, the other
but
thing is too is
they're
were
fighting on different
closure.
fronts. So the way I see it is that they're fighting on different fronts.
yeah.
Cap's fighting mainly Thanos' army by the looks of the trailer, while Iron Man's going to be mainly going against Thanos himself. This is part one, but mind you, isn't this supposed to be a two-parter?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
two
so
parts.
it's a two-parter. So this one I
This is
think
part
is
one.
more fighting on different fronts. Like that whole thing isn't settled yet.
But there was closure
Cap
too
isn't
at the
Cap.
end of
BT
Civil War.
dubs.
Yeah,
he
Cap isn't
looks,
Cap.
He looks
Cap
all
isn't
like
Cap,
weird.
and Winter Soldier's not Winter Soldier.
He looks like when they went and found
Captain-
Batman.
Captain America has none of the insignias. It's just Steve Rogers now.
Yeah, and he's
Okay.
wearing black.
And
Black sex.
yeah, and the Winter Soldier is just Bucky Barnes now because he got rid of the insignias and stuff on his arm.
Right.
And
Yeah.
So the one little problem I've got with the trailer is that they've slowly changed Thanos' look over time.
Yeah, I saw that.
They made him have more of a human face than the alien face that
Yeah.
he started with.
see,
He was big.
I think it may be just more so because
His
they didn't have a
chin
voice
was
for him at the beginning.
that could play a part just like Superman. When he was on his own planet, he was just a normal person. But then, as soon as he enters Earth's atmosphere, he was Superman.
Yeah, but physically, did he look
physically his face has changed.
No,
That's
what-
right.
Like his eye color and everything.
Well, they changed the actor too.
different? Oh, did
Oh,
they?
did they?
Yeah,
didn't know
it
that.
wasn't Josh Brolin in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, see, I didn't know that.
They changed the pigment of his skin too. Like in this
Well,
trailer,
that-
looks more of like a light
here's the thing.
purple, and
I s-
then
That could be. That
No,
could be
I saw
fun.
something about that. It's actually
it's because of the sun. Like he's in
yeah,
the
no, it's
sunlight.
actually the light coming
Okay.
in,
I guess that makes
light
sense.
refracting.
But like when you saw in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, like he was like a dark purple.
That's because
I don't.
there wasn't that atmosphere.
All right, so I've spoken up how I don't like actors playing two superheroes. Like Ben Affleck played Daredevil and he's Batman too. That bothers me, but it's like tolerable because it's two separate universes.
Gosling-
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds
Ryan
played
Reynolds.
Well, that's also
Green Lantern and Deadpool.
They pretty much eliminated that.
Josh
Yeah.
Brolin is playing Thanos and Cable. That bothers the shit out of me
Yeah, I think
because
it breaks
that's
the lore.
that's like the same universe.
Also, like it's the same
like-
thing. Like
well, same universe technically, but they were also different companies, so they weren't gonna be in.
Yeah,
But now they're the same, so now who knows?
Well, yeah, but now Disney owns 20th Century Fox, so
But yeah, Corey.
it's the same thing. Like when an actor does a voice for like an animated series or even a video game voice actor, and I recognize the actor's voice, that I don't like that because then I'm like I don't think about that character anymore. I just picture that actor talking when I hear the voice. Like it's the same thing with like different actors playing multiple superheroes or characters in the same universe. Like
Unless it's obvious, like I think I'm too stupid to notice shit like that.
well,
Like Nathan
I
Fillion
dumb out
always
when I see
usually
movies.
plays the Green Lantern. In like the animated ones, he always plays the Green Lantern in the majority.
yeah, and then you have stuff that's like blatantly obvious, like Call of Duty uses mocap with the actors, so the character in the game looks like the actor.
yeah,
Right.
Which I'm fine with. I actually
Like
think that's really cool.
Chris Maloney, Kevin Spacey, and
It feels like a movie
What's his
when
name?
you're doing it.
Josh Duhamel.
Yeah.
One quick thing. I'm worried about Infinity War because there's too many characters and they're not going to be able to flesh out anybody's like
Backstories.
motives.
I
That's
can see
true.
that.
Like granted, all the backstories
that's
have
why
been
it's two movies.
all the backstories have been established except for Black Panther.
which
but
he's
that
getting his own
movie's-
movie.
Yeah, but
But that's
what I mean,
coming
it's
out
not
after.
Is it?
I think so.
No, I think Black
No, I think
Panther.
it's-
Oh, do I have my
like,
dates
No,
wrong?
it comes
It's
out-
had a lot more trailers out than Infinity
Black
Wars.
Panther comes out in like February,
yeah,
Yeah.
and then Infinity War.
I do have
isn't
my dates
until
wrong.
May.
I got them back.
and then Infinity War is like May.
So yeah, too many characters to like focus on, and also the Guardian stinger at the end just seemed lame to me.
Do
I
you
don't know.
you
Yeah, that was a
know-
weird way to introduce them.
Yeah.
You know the Guardians are
Do
going
you
to be in
guys
it.
know what movie started the whole summer blockbuster thing?
Shoot.
Titanic?
Ship it.
No, Jaws.
Makes
Oh, yeah.
sense.
Jaws came out in the summer, and everybody's like, "What are you doing?" And then people went and saw this movie and was like, "Oh my god, this movie's amazing!" Because back like when Jaws first came out, like they released low budget movies in the summer because everybody's outside doing shit.
Yeah.
And then the blockbusters came out like Christmas time, which makes tons of sense. But it's like,
But now we got.
but
Yeah.
now nobody goes outside.
Kind of like what video
so-
games are.
Mhm.
Same path video games do.
Yeah.
Like summer they don't come out that much.
The
It's
same
usually
path.
Same path.
Be one with the dragon.
I accidentally just drew on my notes here.
Who knows how much we just missed?
No, we're good. It's only 8:30. We started recording at 10 after.
Yeah. Also, I looked at it not 10 minutes ago, and it was recording.
Yeah, Brad. Fuck off. We're good.
Okay.
Look at him.
You need another-
All right, I gotta bring the mood back up.
Okay.
As everyone knows here, I created a segment a couple weeks ago, Top Gamer Tags of the Week. New segment. This is probably gonna be the only time I use this segment, but new segment. It's the top router of the week.
Oh God.
Router.
Yeah, router, as in like internet router that you can connect to.
Oh.
One
We know what a router is. We're just questioning it.
router. I hardly know her. Oh, I'm gonna name my router that. No, the top router of the week was hide your kids, hide your Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I was curious as to what you're going with that.
Is
Yeah.
it, do you have don't, isn't your
This is the Death Star.
Mine's Death Star Security Network.
That's funny.
Netgear 43.
And
But
then,
the password's
I
hilarious.
passed one where it's like the name of the internet, I guess.
Yeah.
Was like just for porn.
Yeah.
Or like the Batcave.
Or
Yeah,
like
that's a good
FBI
one.
surveillance fan.
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right. Keep it with movies, though. I did find this other note. Again, with Star Wars, not going to talk about anything about the plot of Star Wars, but I am going to say what people are feeling about it. Rotten Tomatoes, their critics, as if one knows, Rotten Tomatoes has their own critics that will review a movie, if it's popular enough, number one. And then they'll have the audience review. So Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 93%. That's good. Audience score on the Rotten Tomatoes website, 53%.
Ooh, that's a job.
And that was so low that people freaked out. It was like, it can't be real. And so people started saying, like, it's not real, it's not real. Rotten Tomatoes released a statement yesterday saying, no, that's 100% real.
That's
That is
funny.
the audience score.
Which
So-
sucks because normally I don't listen to critics at all. I feel like they're almost too critical about it. I know that's their job, but
Yeah.
they delve into it too much.
I think when you
Where
see so many movies,
I would
you
rather
have to
listen to the fan base and feel how they. So 53%, that sucks.
That's
So-
yeah. Go ahead, Zach.
IMDb has it as a 7.8. So, which actually that brought up something I wanted to ask you guys. Since Jake, that's your point. What do you guys go with? I never really like to look at Rotten Tomato for critic scores,
Yeah, they
and because it's always the
have
critics.
Top
I like
Gear
that
is
they-
like a 43%.
Yeah.
Top Gear is
I-
awesome.
I always prefer like IMDb because it's more of a fan-based reviews. Like
I would
it's like
I would say it's opposite.
because there's like 100.
'Cause
well,
IMDb
there's usually more on like this because
Because IMDb stands for Internet Movie Database.
Right.
So I feel like those scores are more objective. They're more, oh, this movie, I don't know really how to put it. This movie sold a lot of tickets. A general response is people seem to really like it. So let's give it an 8.5. You know what I mean? Where like Rotten Tomatoes, the fact that they have the audience score is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But my question is, do you have to be a user of the website to submit a score?
I
Or
think
do
you
they
do.
just go based on like...
Yeah, you have to sign into it.
Yeah.
do?
Well, I like it is that they use like a bigger database. Like that's probably like a handful of critics. Well, this already has 161,000 people rating it. So I think it's more of a honest review than Rotten Tomatoes is.
Which that's the funny thing too is when you look at people who aren't critics, when people see something they don't like, they won't say, well, I liked all this, but I didn't like this one thing, so I'm going to give it a reasonable score of 3 out of 5 or something. No, when someone sees something they don't like a normal audience member, they're just like, oh, this sucks, and then half a star, and then that's it. That's why if you look on like Amazon, if you're looking at products and you're like, oh, let's see what other people rated this, you'll see 5s and you'll see 1s, and that's about it. There's not a whole bunch in between.
Yeah, but you also have the guys that like, oh, this is a really awesome product, but I'm going to be that dickhead and just give it 1 star.
That too.
Which sucks.
So-
Because,
Which no matter what, you're always
Yeah,
going
'cause I
to
want no one else to buy it.
companies use that. They look at feedback like that. They may not acknowledge the fact that they do, but they do look at shit like that.
Yeah.
They probably know that and still don't care. They're doing it just for the hell of it.
I always try to be nice and critical, but well sound on my reviews.
Like an iron fist in a velvet glove.
That's why we review in 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's why you guys rush me through all my reviews. That's amazing.
It's the best way to review things.
Speaking of reviews,
Should we do our list?
Is it time?
Is it time
Yeah,
for
we'll do
the
it.
segment?
We're a half hour in, so might
Can I
as
do a
well.
little
We need
Bruce
a
buffer?
we need a second intro.
It's time. I'm gonna cut that.
All right, so
Stop cutting everything.
you want to know?
Oh god, here we go. He told us this 8 times before we started recording.
This is the annual Pixel Force Top 5. I know we've talked. It's just the games that
We like
were
lists.
released in 2017
And that we've played.
Yeah.
and that we've played.
Yeah, great. We
So-
know everyone loves Nier, everyone loves Horizon Zero Dawn, but we
Persona
have
5,
not
Nier
played those
Automata.
games.
I was actually upset Horizon Zero Dawn was on there. I would have given it a vote or two.
That's not going to count.
No,
it
So
doesn't count, you
we
gotta
have a
play it.
list of at least 15 games here, and we have to whittle it down to 5.
We have to whittle it down. Whittle it.
15
So-
exactly. 15 exactly. Counted.
So we want a hard list of 5 games, counting down 5 being our, a good game, and number 1 being our favorite game.
So,
Not to say that any of these games are bad games, but we're gonna have to make some hard cuts here.
yeah.
So let's
Someone will have to put to a vote.
How do we want to do this? Are we going to want to pick
Let's-
out the good ones?
Let's go through one at a time, and if you're passionate about it, say your piece.
We'll do a vote.
We're going to start with games that should at least have a chance to be part of the top 5.
Right.
Okay.
So, I think I'm good with... Oh, actually, before we got in Super Mario Odyssey, I finished the game. The ending is super weird, but I realize it's actually a better game than I rated it before.
I watched the ending on YouTube, and it's very strange.
It is very strange. I think I originally gave it a 6 out of 10. I actually would bump Mario Odyssey back up to like a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
I think we should keep it on there.
I never told you guys that my opinion changed on that as I played more through it. It's actually a very solid game. I know what brought it down now, and it's more the Switch being a shitty console to play on. The controller sucks, man. I hate the
You could have
controller.
just finished that sentence with the Switch being a shitty console.
Yeah.
We're just doing
move on.
we're just doing easy
So
cuts. Easy cuts.
I want to put in Super Mario Odyssey.
All right, I agree.
All right. We'll keep it.
I think Zelda Breath of the Wild is an
Yeah,
instant in.
we have to keep that.
Yeah, we'll keep
That-
that.
Resident Evil 7.
I think Resident Evil 7 is my game of the year.
I
All right. Yeah. I say we keep that.
I want it in. I want it in.
Okay.
It's not my number 1, but I want it in.
All right, the Sexy Brutale I put on there. That's a game that only I played.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'm willing to cut it, but it is a great murder mystery.
All right, give me
Type
pros and cons real quick on it.
The art style is great. The music is great. The gameplay is pretty repetitive and kind of confusing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna.
Oh, you're already just we didn't even
I'm
get to
gonna-
this. We only went through 3 names and it's already that's not working.
I told you it wasn't gonna work, Corey.
Insert sound effect here.
Check it.
It worked enough.
All
All
right.
right. Destiny 2.
I'm okay with that being in
I say leave it
for
in.
now. For now,
I'm still playing a
I
lot.
say
Cut
leave it in
later.
for now. Yeah,
it can get cut later.
I have some misgivings about Destiny, but
I'm
William.
being pretty quiet, so.
All right.
Yeah, you didn't play.
So Cuphead,
I'm okay with that being in for now.
I don't know.
Cut it.
It's real. It's the main thing that it had going for it was the art style. It was mainly like going along with
Both visual
Difficulty-
and audio.
yeah.
I've heard some great things about it. But
Visually,
feel
it's amazing.
I played it for half an hour.
I played it for a little
I
bit.
enjoyed it.
I feel
Yeah.
like it undersold the hype a little bit.
yeah, and I feel like if the game wasn't hard, you would just plow through it and just be like, "Oh, that was cool to look at."
And I like that it's hard. I liked it because
Yeah.
it's not that way. It's not just. I mean, with it just being like mainly a boss type of game, you don't want to be like, oh, I just plowed through it.
It's like a side-scrolling Dark Souls almost.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
I like that in there for now. That's my.
I will cut it.
Cut it. So we're
Zach?
at 2-2.
Keep it for now.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
man.
We got to flip a coin now.
No. It's,
No,
it stays for
we'll
now.
leave it for now.
Let's
it'll
see-
survive the first round.
We'll eliminate the ones we want off
Okay.
first, and then
Yeah.
we'll
We'll
go
go
for
for another
round 2
round.
of cuts. Round 2 of cuts.
Yeah.
On my wrist.
Cox.
You try to use that word so much.
So I just.
Let's look at the next
I love
cuck.
it so much.
I mean,
Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus.
I say stays.
I say it stays.
I say it stays.
Definitely one of the better
Sure,
stories.
stays.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
Oh.
what you
Love
want
it,
me to
Jake.
say.
Now Jake can say his piece.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm going to introduce this one because it's the only game I played that's come out this year.
Let's cut it.
Yeah, let's cut it. It's Call of Duty World War II.
Yes.
It's going to stay. I mean,
It's a stay.
Is
Paul.
it?
I don't think it should stay.
you
I don't think
so?
I don't
no,
think it should stay.
because granted, it is a great Call of Duty game, but also there's not much.
That's
in
what
it.
it is.
There's
It's Call
not
of
much
Duty game.
in it to advance what Call of Duty already
Now,
was.
don't get me wrong.
that's true.
2018 might have a whole bunch of things to make Call of Duty World War II an awesome, staple in the franchise. But it's
Right now, it's
If you want,
It's another
I
Call
mean,
of
if you
Duty.
guys want to leave it, I'm fine. But
No,
I
especially
had it as an honorable mention.
what do you
I
think?
did
Jim?
not have it in
What do
my
you think,
top
Jim?
5.
What do you think, Jim?
Especially since I can't complete the game. The
I've heard
campaign.
you say some misgivings about the game, but then also you've
Wait,
been.
is
Well,
it-
multiplayer sucks.
But the
I'm
campaign.
at 100%.
I
The
love the
campaign is
campaign.
awesome.
Yeah.
Gun game's nice. Especially when we
Gun game's fun. but
especially
it's
when
like,
we hack it and we get all three of us in it.
Yeah, we get fucking like our whole clan in a gun game is funny because you
We were
just
the
watch-
top
restricted
three.
my
you just
party.
watch people quit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I say leave it for now, based solely on
Okay.
the fact that how
I'm fine
good
with
the
that.
campaign is.
Leave it for now.
Well, see, I wouldn't know because I can't complete it.
Oh my god, how many times are you gonna say you can't complete the campaign?
When I can actually be heard and not everybody talking over me
Do you
at
want
once.
to be heard? Email Activision.
Did
about
we
it.
cut Cuphead?
No, we kept
No,
it
we
for
kept
now.
it.
All right.
Okay.
Prey. All right, so people are gonna be mad at us.
None of-
Prey was a lot of like companies put Prey and said it was amazing. I talked to the guy at work who played it. He said it was amazing. I didn't play Prey.
So in terms of like Bethesda's track record this year, it's like Prey, Wolfenstein, and Evil Within, both single player narrative games. All three are single player narrative, AAA, big budget games.
So which one's
And
the
I think
best?
Prey is the weakest of the three.
Okay.
I'd say so.
That's
Cut
fair.
it.
That's a fair assumption.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
It was
going
more like
down.
a Bioshock in space by the looks of it.
Yeah, I didn't play Prey, but I feel like I played Prey because I played Bioshock and Alien Isolation.
All right.
I'll get
next
around
one
to
on
it.
the list, Injustice,
Injustice 2.
Look, I liked it, but
I hated Injustice
I
2.
know you hated it. I
Yeah.
talked to someone at work about it, and he said Injustice 2 was great. And I thought about it. I was like, if Injustice 2, mentally in my head, if I said it was as good as Mortal Kombat X, I would make a case for it. But it's not.
It wasn't as strong as the first one.
I didn't even play the first one.
See,
but
I didn't play enough of the first one.
The
Mortal
first one was
Kombat
good.
X.
I played
I
a
played
shit ton of
I
the
played a
first
lot
one.
of the first one. I say it was cool. There's a lot of cool aspects to it, but it didn't hold up to the first.
But like
Yeah.
based on what you guys, the general consensus of what you guys are saying about it, I just gathering from that, I don't think it's as good as Mortal Kombat X.
Nope.
No.
Mortal Kombat X was way better, and it, like I said, it had
So,
potential.
I say for
and
that
it didn't.
reason.
It didn't
Even the
cut it.
story in Mortal Kombat X was better, and they're
Yeah.
just dealing with like dumbass fucking
They're
guys
dealing with
with
shit I didn't even know
sunglasses.
about because that was my first like side scroller like fighting game that I got into actually got into. So yeah, I'm glad I got it, but it's like whatever. Next one, What Remains of Edith Finch?
This is a game that I played.
You can read. Good job.
It came out back in like March. It's basically all. Did you guys ever play Gone Home?
Oh, yeah, I now I know what you're talking about.
It's basically one of those. It's just all story, very cool visuals. I really enjoyed it, but I don't see it making it in the Pixel Forest list.
Why? Well, no, give it an argument.
It's very short. It's about 2 hours. It's very heartfelt, like very cheesy at times. Just a very nice story told in video game
You're
form.
not getting that passionate about this.
It's a good game. I think people should play it, but I don't think
Squeaky, 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 squeaky.
I don't think that us here as a collective. I know where your guys' heads are at, and that's not gonna.
Yeah, in the toilet. Oh, I'm a shitbag.
All right, next one I have
all
some
right, so this one's
misgivings.
mine.
All right,
You have misgivings about this?
XCOM.
Because
2.
it's not. XCOM 2 is a 2016 release.
All right.
Oh, all right.
So hold on. No, you're right.
Embrace the bait.
But technically, with this, it's technically a DLC, but it's a DLC, but technically it's a whole other game as well. Because when you boot it up, you get a choice between the original or this.
Can you buy War of the Chosen and not XCOM 2 and only play War of the Chosen and not XCOM 2? Or do you
I
have
think
to?
so.
or
I
do you
don't
have
know
to
if I
have
already
XCOM
had
2?
it.
Okay.
All
So
right,
I know you can buy because like on Steam, like with the original XCOM's DLC.
Jake, do we recognize this as a game so Zach can make a defense for it?
I'll make the argument that Destiny did something similar with the Taken King,
That's true.
and the Taken King won Game of the Year. So
Also, there's a
Zach-
lot of standalone, like Wolfenstein DLC, the
Old Blood.
Old Blood. You
Blood.
could play that without.
You can buy that
having-
separately.
So
Alright.
it's a similar
Zach,
thing.
go ahead, make your case for it.
All right.
All right, hold on. Research time. Go on to the next one.
I'm gonna find an argument. No,
Wait, so
Zach, give me
All right.
your pros and your cons.
am I defending this or not, Jake?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
well, specifically, you have played the console version
Yes.
because the PC version of XCOM 2 when it came out was busted and it got horrible reviews.
Right. I played the console version.
Right, and that's a way better version.
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't tried the PlayStation or computer version. It was buggy as hell.
All right, give me pros and give me cons.
So the pros is that it added a whole bunch of new enemies to it. It added a couple new warriors that you can have on your side with their own special abilities.
Okay.
Like there's the ranger, which is more of a stealth-oriented character. There's the skirmisher, which is more of just a hands-on fighter who can, and then there's the Templar, who is more of the psychic ability fighter.
Interesting.
Which he's still close combat. His only range gun is a pistol,
Okay.
but his close combat range can do like a serious amount of damage.
Okay.
It also added a bunch of different new mechanics to it, which gives it more of a realistic aspect to it, I guess. Because what can happen is the other one with all the old XCOM games, you can still have your characters panic and stuff like that if certain scenarios happen. But with this one, they added a whole bunch of different things to it, like your
You're talking about this DLC added to
Right.
XCOM 2,
Right.
not XCOM 2 added to
right.
Enemy Unknown.
Right.
Okay.
Like this one added a whole bunch of new like phobias that your character can get.
Right.
Okay.
Like if you can get the fear of missing, you can get like
Missing?
like missing shots.
Oh, I was like missing out on like
No,
you know,
Oh,
high school
like
graduation.
physically
hanging out
missing
with his friends.
the enemy with bullets.
Rip.
So those are like aggressive
Shit.
and stuff like that, which I'm not too crazy about. I mean, I like that they're trying to make it more realistic commanding wise, but I'm not too crazy about all the different penalties that your character can get.
All right.
'Cause
So
it adds a whole new difficulty to it.
I'm going to summarize any strong. I know you did a little research. Jake. Any strong arguments against it as of right now?
Cut it.
Because
You
Because-
cannot buy it as a standalone game, so therefore
That
it is
was
an
the-
Alright, fine.
extension of the
All of
2016
that.
release.
All of that.
all right,
All right,
I was willing to exempt that rule, but I guess
It's different. It's different than like
Zach,
It's not a usual DLC.
Zach, to make you
Yeah.
feel better, do you
It-
think it would have been cut later?
It would have been cut later, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I still wanted to try to defend it.
All right.
Yeah,
Nope.
fair enough.
Hey, hey,
Fair enough.
Hey. Touche.
all right, I'm.
I knew it
torn
wasn't
then.
gonna make it. I just wanted to throw it up there.
Touche.
All right. Evil Within 2. This was on a lot of lists I researched today.
So I love Evil Within 2, but when it comes to good horror games, there are 3 really good horror games that came out this year on this list. And Evil Within 2 is probably the weakest in terms of a horror game. It
you
wasn't.
think Outlast 2 was better than Evil Within 2?
Outlast 2 is scarier than Evil Within 2, but
I'd say
Evil
Within is more of a thriller than a horror.
Within is it's like a movie. It's a scary movie that you would see in the theater.
I see it's something more.
Whereas
keep on your-
Outlast 2 is something you find on fucking like Redbox, like what the fuck is this? And you watch it and your brain melts.
Instead of scaring, I think it's more of something to keep you on your feet.
Yeah. Also, the Evil Within 2 took a lot of ideas from other games.
Sounds like the next game we're going to talk about. But
All right.
before we
I'm
say that,
I'm gonna cut Evil Within 2.
all right, Evil Within 2. That was your game.
I'm cutting
if you
it
want to cut it,
By
I'm
my
not gonna
own
stop
hand,
you.
by my own sword. It's
All right.
gone.
Speaking of games copying games, it's the game of all games. Player Unknown's.
It's got to be
Battlegrounds.
upwards of 15 million users.
So
now,
here's a
right?
weird
So
thing.
if we cut this,
Here's a
we're gonna
weird
have
thing.
15 million users
Did
coming
you
down.
say if we cuck this?
He said cut.
Listen,
So
we're gonna need
I
a sound.
have a grape to pick with you, Mr.
I
Bradley
have one
Collier.
too.
Why? Is it because I bought it for console? Ooh,
No.
breaking moves.
No, I don't care that you bought it for
I didn't
console.
know that. Now I'm twice as angry.
But no. Remember, I'm pretty sure it was the last podcast I brought up the fact that this game's not going to work on Xbox, and you were like, "Oh, the servers will be fine. They handle
Oh,
10
okay. No, I can admit when I'm wrong.
And within an hour of the game's release, the servers crashed for like a day and a half.
Yeah, I didn't buy it yet. I hadn't bought it yet.
So
And
I'm
I'll
gonna buy
tell
it
you-
after Christmas.
I will tell you
Yeah.
right now. Now that I purchased an Xbox, if you have it for PC, do not buy it on Xbox. You will cry.
Yeah.
Okay,
the
never mind.
Xbox
I'm not
version
gonna
is
buy it.
rough.
I'm not gonna
the
buy it for
Xbox version
Xbox.
is rough compared to the PC
I'm
version.
not going to buy it for Xbox. Then.
It's
Um,
doing early access though.
No,
They
but
can
let me put
fix
it this
it.
way. So I had a guy from work who is another guy, I play video games with, and I told him, and he was like, he never even heard of it, and I was
Cheating on us?
surprised. What?
You cheating on us?
Yeah, what the fuck, bro?
What the fuck, dude?
No, it's okay. He's African American.
Oh, okay, we're
Oh
good.
my
We're good.
Brad, cut that right there.
Yeah, we
Jesus.
should cut.
Are we gonna have an episode after
All right.
cutting?
Ready?
We should cuck that.
Yes, I'm cheating on you. No, and I was surprised. Like we always talk about games and this and that, and I was like, told him for like a month. I was like, you need to get PUBG, and he didn't even know what it was. I'm like, look up gameplay. He's like,
What?
PUBG's like, he's like, I still don't know what PUBG is. And then I was like, I showed him videos. I'm like, this is PUBG, and he was like, oh, they must have copied that from Fortnite.
I would have punched
I had to
the
explain.
wall.
I had to explain. It took me a whole week to explain.
That's
It's like,
great.
okay, PUBG copied it from Fortnite, but PUBG
Oh.
actually copied it from H1Z1, who copied it from the culling. It's like, that being said, PUBG is like, man, I was like,
No, you got that reversed.
No, yeah.
It went H1Z1
H1Z1
to
then
Culling.
culling. Then you're right.
And H1Z1, did you know, was an
Facts.
extension of Arma 3.
Ooh,
It was a mod that Arma 3 had.
Oh my god.
Corey's losing it and placing
I'm-
his nose
I'm
into
broken.
the
I'm
mic.
broken.
I feel like if Corey built a PC and went to PC Master Race, he would never play. He'd like that's all.
We'd
he would
never
do.
see him
We'd
again.
never see him again.
My
He'd be game
laptop
It's like when
is
Quagmire
nothing to
discovered
sneeze
the
at.
internet.
You did
but
play
it's-
PC for a while.
I just think Steam is shitty. That's why I
No,
don't play
Steam's
PC.
nice. I like Steam.
We should all
It's
play
better
on
than having
PCs
no
and play
interface.
Hearthstone.
We could play our Hearthstone on our phones. Why would we play it on our fucking laptops or our PCs?
Because that's how you play Hearthstone, bro.
Noob. All right, so no, even with the issues that the console's having, I think I mean, at least to put it as a contention, it's kind of hard not to at least give it a chance to be on the list. PUBG's in.
Okay.
PUBG's in.
Agreed.
For what it's done to with how it's just like taking the gaming community and put it in a bottle and fucking shaking it and throwing it at a wall.
I
Like,
say we don't
yeah.
have a choice.
And we all got shaking.
For real
babies
though,
and
like I'm trying to, man.
SBS.
I'm trying to think of something that's even come close to this in the
Warcraft?
past. Warcraft.
What do you mean? In like
World,
popularity?
World of Warcraft, I guess, was like this when
Yeah.
it first started getting huge.
I mean, how big was Minecraft when that came out?
That was pretty
Yeah,
big.
that's pretty
Yeah,
big.
that's another good example.
It's still going strong.
So-
Yeah,
Agreed.
agreed.
yeah, we'll keep it
PUBG is on the list for now.
for now.
Ding ding.
Outlast 2. Oh god.
All right.
There's so many good scary games.
So you fuck 1 and fuck 2 had me play this,
Yeah.
and they know my fear
What did
of
you
horror.
think
Too
of
bad
the
we,
first
too
hour?
bad we
It was
didn't
good.
get that recorded.
It's definitely, in my mind, second compared to Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
agreeing with that.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 7 had such a, like a revamp of the franchise, and that caught people by storm. It was like, dude, who's gonna buy Resident Evil 7? 6 sucked. 6 wasn't even scary.
Six
and then,
was garbage.
and
You're
then
completely right.
7 comes out and is like,
I'm-
they just like they took all the
was rough.
criticisms of the game, even once like the preview came for the game, like first person, this isn't Resident Evil, and then there was just and there's no zombies.
And the VR support.
In the well, I think this was before VR. This was when they did the game preview before the game came out, and then it was like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Also,
They completely saved the franchise with it.
Resident Evil 7 has a good balance of like very tense scares, like not cheap jump scares, but like very tense moments, but very uneasy, like crawling through that house and just hearing it settle and like
yeah,
creepy ass shit. Whereas Outlast is just popping off like, oh my god, get the fuck out of here,
Yeah,
run,
and
run,
then
run.
Resident Evil also has like parts of it where like you're like, and you can hear your guy like
Yeah.
breathing, and he's like, and then you're like, you want to turn around and look behind you, but you know that like if you do, like
you're just gonna
something's
get
gonna be
the
behind
bees
you.
are gonna get you.
Yeah.
The bees
Oh,
are.
fuck the bees.
Not the bees, not the bees. All right.
Outlast 2's go.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
alright.
the first Outlaws was.
I was
better.
I was just gonna have a neutral vote and let the rest of you guys vote on it.
No, Resident Evil 7 is a better game.
All right, another top game
Alright.
on a bunch of internet lists. Our last game on the list, Ghost
Recon Wildlands.
Wildlands.
Sorry.
Has a huge following,
It does have a huge
which
following.
is crazy to me.
Who's
When they first like announced it, I was like, I mean, it seems cool, but like I don't think it's really gonna catch on.
It's a fun game.
So-
I mean, it still hasn't quite like blown up, but it people
does
like
have
it.
a huge
the
following.
people who play it love it.
Look, so that's part of the pros, right? It's got a pretty decent sized following. It's a beautiful looking game. A lot of things to do. A lot of weapons. And the fight. The firefights are. I mean, that's the whole point of the game. Can be pretty good. Cons multiplayer that came out for it is very stand across snipe. Stand across from like you should be on the top points of valleys and you're sniping from the other side.
I think they patched that so that'd be less of a problem.
Did you hear about
I watched Achievement Hunter play it, and they
Oh, you're right. They did patch that.
Yeah, they
Go
patched
ahead.
that. So like, and also the what I saw, it's a lot less of that. I mean, there's a lot more people from what I saw, like actually doing a lot of close quarters combat.
That's right. I'm okay with leaving it out for now.
Yeah.
I mean,
I enjoyed it. I felt it would have been better with more. It's definitely even the main campaign area would have been better with more than one person.
Did you hear they put the Predator in that game?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
So it's like a DLC pack where you have to go find and hunt the predator.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I think if any game was going to do that, this would be the one to do
It's
it.
the perfect one. Like, if you ever seen the original Predator, it's about meathead fucking army guys, like encountering an enemy that they don't know,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what Ghost
Yeah, I
Recon
was
is.
going to bring that up.
hey,
Yeah.
I say keep it.
I say
Keep
keep
it
it.
for now. Keep it.
I disagree, but if you guys want to keep it,
Keep
now.
it. Keep it for round one. Round one.
all right. So round
Survivors
two.
round one.
Read
Round
the
two.
list.
All right, round two. We have left Super Mario Odyssey, Zelda Breath
You
of the
think
Wild.
we're gonna be able to
Resident
narrow
Evil
it down
7.
to 5 with this?
Oh,
Yeah.
Probably.
gosh. Well, we might have to kill one person in here if they have a difference of opinion. But the games left over: Super Mario Odyssey, Zelda Breath of the
No, put it to a
Wild,
vote.
Resident Evil 7, Destiny 2, Cuphead, Wolfenstein 2, Call of Duty World at War 2, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and Ghost Recon Wildlands, which leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games.
9 games.
All right.
We didn't cut that
We
many.
know that. No, we only got about half.
7 of them.
Yeah, we got roughly half.
Well, we cut
All right.
5 of them. No.
All right.
I had to take some
I
bullets.
can't math.
Quick maths.
Yeah, we cut 7. You were right the first time.
All right. So Super Mario Odyssey.
Cut it.
No,
I don't
Got
think
it.
we should.
I'm the one that played it, and I'm telling you, it's 5.
All right. As
It is
our,
5.
as
It's
our-
a hard 5.
Here, Here, I'm gonna ask you a very hard question.
All right, defend it.
Not that.
Okay.
As a Nintendo, as our Pixel Forest Nintendo representative,
I think that's hilarious. That's me. But continue.
would you rather have Breath of the Wild or Mario
You're making
on
me
this
pick.
list? I'm not saying you have to pick, but I'm saying if you had to choose one.
Oh, it's
Well, no.
Zelda.
What he's saying is, we're not having 2 Nintendo games on this list. so
I
you
know
have to
what
cut
he's
one.
saying. Look, Zelda beats Mario to a fucking pulp, but Mario was really like when I finished the game, I actually I had a sense of accomplishment, and I looked back and was like, I actually really enjoyed playing that game. It's weird as hell.
Sense of accomplishment. There's not even achievements. What are you talking about?
You go with the contraire.
Hey, add me as a
I
friend
mean, at least he completes the games.
on Switch.
Well,
Okay.
fair enough.
Do you have a Switch? Don't
No.
scare me like that.
But I was gonna say, never mind. Friend
You can-
codes.
you
I'm
can-
gonna be
you
playing
can
a
have
Switch
friends.
on Christmas.
Friend codes.
Yeah.
You can have friend codes.
Yeah, you can add
Friend
friends.
codes are shitty.
Yeah, they are shitty. I wish I had a gamer tag. My gamer tag on the Switch right now. Actually, I'm not gonna say it because that's
Won't
my
put
last
Springer to
name.
death?
So yeah.
Cut Mario.
No.
Do it.
All
I
right.
think we should cut
Round two.
Mario.
Round 2 of cuts.
Do it.
We're gonna rank them. That's we got to do it.
You want to
Basically,
start? No, we
five-
have to get to 5 and
No,
then put them in
5
order.
and then ranking.
All right.
Oh.
So
He's getting uncomfortable.
find. I want
Do you
you. I
want
want
to
you
we
to
can
find.
come,
I don't
we
want
can
to
come-
cut it.
We
I
can
don't
come
want to.
back. We can come back.
All right,
I don't
let's
wanna
get,
cut
let's
it.
get
Let's,
those 2
we'll,
for now.
yeah, we'll come back to it.
We'll
I
come
don't wanna
back.
cut it.
Resident Evil 7 is staying on this list, or
Yeah.
I will kill you all with this fucking marker.
No, I agree with that stays.
Call of Duty can
I
get
was about to
cut.
say no, just see how you're gonna kill me. But
Call of Duty can get cut.
Cuck?
Cuck? No, Call of Duty
I'm
can get
so
cut.
all right,
sorry.
I'm pretty much if you're on this list right now, you're an honorable mention or
Yeah.
you're in the top 5. So
All right, wait,
Call
wait.
of Duty.
Destiny 2.
I really think we should keep it.
I don't think we should keep it.
I think we should look if Super Mario's out, Destiny 2's in.
What?
What? No, I'm not.
Are you
doing
kidding me? You're saying Destiny 2 is a comparable game to Super Mario?
That is bullshit.
Get the fuck out of here.
You're right. Cut Destiny 2.
All right, Zach, give me your argument for Destiny 2, and I'll give you mine.
All right, fine.
Zach did like Destiny 2 out of all of us. He liked it the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah,
most.
I'm still playing that to this day. There's still the weekly events that you can go through.
I don't think it was as good as the first one, though, in my opinion.
Well, I didn't play the first one.
It's exactly the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just
I
more-
also got the
Different
DLC.
worlds and
I've
the
been playing
story
that
had a
too.
different main enemy. It's alright, because the next one, Destiny 3, if there's a Destiny 3, main enemy's going to be the Vex.
You're probably not wrong.
Zach, go ahead.
Can I talk now?
No.
Well, actually,
Isn't the DLC centered around the Vex?
yeah, the DLC centered around the Vex.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, so they're not coming out with a third one then.
Alright, Zach.
But no, I liked the main story that was behind it. I thought I like this. They sort of, you had to work your way back up from, like, you had the light, everything was taken away from you.
Mm.
It was I brought it up on one of the previous podcasts. It was the sort of reverse of Halo's main concept of story. Like, sort of, it was the enemy who thought they had this godlike power when the protagonist saw that it as a weapon. While in this one, the heroes had this godlike power, thought of it as a godlike power, while the enemy saw it as a weapon.
Right.
Bungie pretty much just took their paperwork and just flipped it over.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like that they reversed that.
Yeah.
I do like that they had, like, the weekly events going on with all, like, all right, enough with the...
I can't believe you did that with Halo. Fucking
I wasn't
ass.
the one who originally made the connection.
All right.
So don't go throwing it at me.
Can I make an argument against it?
Can I
He
finish
hasn't
my
finished his
argument?
Oh,
argument.
you got
for
more.
it.
All right. Well,
I still-
hurry
I
up.
still have more, I
Hurry
still
up.
have more.
Hurry up.
There's always a bunch of different gear you can add for it. Whether it be like the helmet, the shoulder pads, or whatever. And with the new DLC, it added different variants of you can get. You complete certain challenges, and you'd be able to, like, a different decal or a different look to the suit of armor.
Yeah.
Or, like, to the belt or whatever. I like, and, like, the weapon challenges. Like, you have to complete these certain challenges to get this certain weapon. Like, the Rat King pistol. Like, you have to go through and do all these steps.
But isn't that just like convoluted bullshit that you have to look up on a wiki page? Like,
Well,
Not gonna lie.
To figure out
I
exactly,
have used
yes.
wiki pages to help me beat games.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
but it's also, it gives you, like, a riddle
I'm
on how to do
ashamed.
it. So you either think about it or you go along with doing that.
right.
All right, so those are my main points.
These are my pros and cons of Destiny 2. It looks great.
Right.
It plays
Looks
great.
outstanding.
The shooting is
Plays
tight.
Right.
Bungie does shooting well, but the loot is
Big
not very significant in the fact where you're just like, oh, this number is higher than this number. I guess I'll equip that. There's no like subsidiaries of certain like types of loot that you can equip in turn. Like I compare it to like Diablo 3, which is like the quintessential loot game, and there's way less thoughtfulness in what you're equipping to your character in Destiny 2 than most loot
So you
games.
like RPGs that have like a meaning behind all the equipment equipped.
You're right up to the exotic items, because those, like, the exotic suit of armors give, like, different aspects. Like, there was a chest piece that I had that if you had an automatic rifle, it would automatically reload over time.
But because your weapons are so easy, I mean, if you get a higher power weapon, you want to swap that out. That means, all right, well, I might have an armor that might go with that new weapon. There's so much coming at you in terms of collectibles. It's okay to be like, I've had the suit of armor and it's done me really well for a while. Whatever, get rid of it. I got better stuff. And you're always getting better stuff.
Yeah.
So it's tough to be attached to, like, I know I do really well with this assault rifle, but this one's got 10 more power levels.
Speaking of progression,
See, with that is, like, you can dissolve. It has, like, a higher power level. You can dissolve it into the one that you like.
If
to
it's the
raise the
same
power
type.
level.
If it's the same type.
Well, yeah. That you're also allowed to keep the
I think the
weapon.
progression
You can
in
have more
that
than one
game-
weapon.
The progression in that game is fucked because I got to like almost level 20 without even playing through the main story, and then when I played the main story, it was like just like blasted through the main boss because I was so high level and overpowered, and
You could do that with, like, any sandbox game, though, too.
that's what I'm saying. Destiny 2 is just taking
Zach's making a
tropes
good argument right
from
now.
other loot games.
Look,
Yeah.
the biggest thing that
You could do that in
I
Skyrim.
had with this game was I actually loved Destiny 2. We didn't play as much as we should have together when it originally came out. You gotta hit the record button.
No, you gotta hit it's like a switch on the side. No, I'll do it.
Technical difficulties, people.
We'll resync.
Can I take a piss then? My bladder's gonna fucking explode.
Oh, just kidding, it's gonna die. Battery doesn't last very long.
We're doing audio, no video this time.
That's fine.
Oh my god.
We
Alright,
didn't do any
we'll cut
visual
it out.
cues or anything really, so.
That's true. I need to pee. My bladder's
All right, but
Do you want to stop it?
I'll just edit it out. I can edit this since it's just...
Yeah, I
Audio.
know. I didn't know it would be easier for you. Holding thoughts about Destiny. All and
But
I
you
went
brought
and
up- you
those
brought-
cameras were not even good to fucking.
you brought up Skyrim.
Yeah.
Skyrim, when you level up your character, the enemies scale with you. So if you're higher level trying to do the main quest line, the enemies actually get harder progressively through the game.
Right.
Oh, wait, are we still talking? Are we going on this?
Yeah.
Okay. So my biggest con about Destiny 2 was it was Destiny 1. Destiny 2, look, I mean, there's so many guns and so many armors you can get. that you would never know if they gave you a same gun from Destiny 1 that they already previously made. So that part you're not going to notice. The play, not that the first Destiny was bad. It was a solid B+ game, A-, depending on how you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd give
it
it a
was
B+.
a very good game.
I mean,
The raids were fun.
Same thing for us, right?
yeah,
Zach?
the raids were always like crazy fun to do. Like
Yep.
even just trying to do the time race, but not.
That was probably one of my favorite raids. Out
Yeah.
of the whole Destiny series was the timed raids where we had to do this, and you literally like took parts, and you're like, we're not fighting anyone here because we need to make time.
Right.
And it was awesome. And so I'll even say that Destiny 2 was better than the original Destiny. That being said,
Well, see, the thing is with that is like, I agree with you on that. But with the whole Destiny thing is like, the main problem people had with the first Destiny was that there was no single player, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that was the main gripe.
Yeah, so if everything else was like, yeah, we love everything else about it, it's just there's no single player campaign.
Yep.
Why try to mess with it? If there's gonna be a risk of messing it up somehow, why would they go about?
yeah, no,
fixing what it's not
I
broken.
think they went about it right, but that doesn't mean just because they made all the right moves means it should be on our top 5.
Okay, fair enough. I'm still trying
I'm
to just
okay
trying
with
to defend
leaving
it.
it for now, but if Destiny's on there, it's a 5. If it's not on there, then I'm not gonna.
I
Be
say
down
we
with
cut it.
I'm okay with cutting it. Corey's pre-holding the marker.
Snippet.
All right, fine.
Wow.
Vasectomy.
I tried to defend it.
He did. No, I will say this. Zach defended that damn well, and we didn't listen to a single thing he said.
That's because
No,
our video doesn't
I'm
work.
kidding. No.
Now, Corey
That
just
was
the
that was
whole
our
time I was
first hard
talking, Corey
cut.
was just cut it, cut it.
That
cut
was
it,
our first hard
it,
cut.
Cut it.
So what do we
That
have?
was the
We have
first
1,
heavy
2,
defended
3,
cut.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think Cuphead can go.
Yeah,
'cause
Cuphead can
No
go.
one's played it.
Okay.
I've played it, but not much.
Cuphead can go. I played it for half an hour.
Yeah, I tried. I got to the first boss. That's it. I couldn't get the
Undervalued
second one.
hype. The game has been stuck in development hell for years now,
Yeah.
That is true.
and it
was in
came out and
development
it was
forever.
like, oh,
You're
this is
making me.
Cuphead.
Hey, you're making me feel better about cutting it. All right.
All right, Wolfenstein.
I think it stays for now.
I think
For
it
this
has to
round,
stay,
yeah.
It'll last another round. Call of Duty World War II.
Cut it.
I
I
think
think we
it's.
can
I think
cut
it's
it.
time.
Yeah, I think it's cut.
I think we
Cut
cut
it.
it.
It's time.
Joshua Hamill can't save this one now.
He was awesome though.
He was a fucking
I loved his
dick.
character.
He's a good actor though.
He's a great
Yes.
actor.
Dude, think
No-
of,
nothing
and if you
against
think
the
about
guy.
the movies he's been in.
Who else was in it?
Zussman I recognize from a
Who
couple
was-
of horror movies.
There was a guy who played the general. Like when you go to the
Oh,
headquarters,
yeah.
I forget him.
Research.
Either way, all I'm just gonna say is that guy's played an enemy before. If you've seen Live Free Die Hard, he
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So and he plays both the protagonist
That's
and the
not the
antagonist very
same
well.
guy.
Is it not?
It is-
That's not
No,
same
it ruined. Are you serious?
Have you ever seen the show Justified?
Oh yeah. No, you're
Yeah.
right.
Or the crazies?
Oh, so
That's that
he
guy.
looks like him, but he's not
Dubs,
the same
Call
guy.
of Duty has already passed $1 billion in sales.
Yeah, they
Oh,
said
it's
it's like
Call-
the
It's
same
Call of
thing.
Duty. It's gonna sell.
Yeah, they
I
said
mean,
it's
Call
Advanced
of
Warfare
Duty.
didn't, but
Yeah.
people are just trying to make a statement.
It was Call of Duty back to bare bones.
Cuck of
Duty?
If it didn't do that, then fuck.
Nobody probably would have bought it because Infinite Warfare was so bad.
Oh my gosh. All right, but nope. Call of Duty. We I think we all knew it had. To
So
go.
we need one more cut to make 5.
All right, so
I know which
PUBG's
one's
still
gonna
on
be, too.
there.
It's
Recon
gotta be
Wild.
Ghost Recon.
Ghost Recon's gonna be cut. I know it. I'm the only one who played it.
Jake,
I should have played it.
what do
I
you
would love to
think?
play
We
with you
need to
guys.
cut one more.
PUBG or Ghost?
Ghost.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be.
Wait,
Fuck, man.
so that means
That means Brad got his.
Oh, that
no,
means
never
more.
mind. Cut Super
Oh,
Mario.
damn.
no.
Cut Super
No.
Mario.
There's
Ghost
no
Recon.
way we're
No,
cutting
what-
Super Mario over Ghost Recon.
All right.
We could have done Destiny over
We
freaking
have
Mario.
the 5. We have the 5.
That's true.
We should have done that because only Brad's
No, no.
pissed. We should have done it just to piss him off.
Is it too late?
We
or-
should have done.
No,
I call rebuttal.
No, Super Mario Odyssey shook the world way harder than Destiny did. When Destiny 2
This is
came
the
out,
first Mario game like that in a
when
while.
Destiny 2 came out, it was like, it's more Destiny.
It's
When
Destiny.
Mario came out, it was like, holy fuck. It's
When
like
was the last time
Mario,
there was a Mario game like that?
Mario 64.
Actually,
Yeah,
it's
64.
No, no, no,
Super
no.
Mario
Galaxy.
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 Galaxy was good, yeah.
Galaxy
All
is a
right,
big
fine.
deal.
We don't talk about Sunshine.
What are you talking about? Sunshine was great.
Mm,
I thought you really liked Sunshine.
I liked it.
No,
but,
no, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the games on the list.
All right, fine.
Brad, send us home.
All right, the 5. We just have to rank them now, which is going to be hilarious.
Oh, boy.
This is gonna be the worst part about it. So we have Super Mario Odyssey, we have Zelda Breath of the Wild, we have Resident Evil 7, Wolfenstein, and PUBG. My proposition for this round is that everyone come up with personal rankings and we'll argue them.
Okay, so you go first.
Should I go first since I haven't played any of these?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
go
So we'll go
clockwise?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jake's just gonna read them in order down the list.
Nope.
Yeah, no, go from 5. Like from 5, you think is your least favorite. To
5?
1.
Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5 is gonna be Wolfenstein.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
4 is gonna be Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh wow. All right.
Wow.
Hey, there we go.
3 is Resident Evil 7. 2
Okay.
is PUBG, and 1 is Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
All
Brad.
right, I'm gonna go because my list is very similar to that actually. But I'm going to say Super Mario will be 5. It deserves to be a top 5 game, but it's 5. It was just weird. 4 is Wolfenstein. It's very close between Wolfenstein and Resident Evil 7. So obviously Resident Evil 7 is my 3. PUBG could have been 1, but with the shit that because they put it on Xbox, you have to judge it fairly. They're now on Xbox, and the Xbox is shit. So it definitely takes it out of number 1. So PUBG is 2.
Well, you can't blame the game for how the.
I
console
can.
runs
That's
it.
what I played. I played the game, and the game
Alright, fair
was
enough.
Well,
not
yeah,
good.
you can because the developer knew.
He
they knew.
ported it down.
They
All
knew.
right, fair enough.
He ported it. He even said, "We're gonna 60 frames a second on the new Xbox." Oh, sorry, 30. They even said 30 frames a second. I played the game and plays like 12 frames a second.
All right, never mind. I didn't know it was more just a graphics aspect.
Yeah.
Of it.
Oh yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay.
And the controller layout sucks too. I mean, you can change it, but it's just I don't know.
You'd rather play WASD.
This is the scary thing. I'm definitely becoming more PC Master Race because it's the first game I don't want to play on a controller. I have the option. So PUBG is 2, and Zelda Breath of the Wild is hard number 1, boner hard number 1.
Okay.
And that's,
Zach.
So wait, what was your order, Brad?
Mario, Wolf, Resident, Pub, Zell.
It sounds like you're gonna turn Zach into a sleeper agent. You're like you reciting all his words. You're like
Acorn,
Wolf, Resident, Mario, Pub.
Zipper.
What was
Zipper.
your what was
Mission
your two?
accepted. Ready to go kill.
Mine was
Same order, just
Wolf.
flip
Yeah.
Mario
Alright.
and Wolf.
So mine would be Mario. Yeah, I'll go Mario. Let's see. Mario, Wolf, Pub, Resident, then Zelda.
You're putting Resident Evil 2 as a number, or Resident Evil 7 as a 2.
Yeah,
Wow.
Resident Evil 2 would have been a number 1. Just saying.
absolutely. Yeah, because that revived the franchise. That revived the whole.
It
did.
that
So
revived the
Zelda.
whole.
No, I'm not upset by that.
The whole
That-
horror
that is
genre
a-
in video games it revived.
That's hot take right there. That's
Here's
a hot take.
here's my argument about PUBG though. PUBG created a genre.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
100%. It polarized the battle royale genre.
It
But
stole
H1Z1
based off of-
Culling were out before that.
Yeah, but they weren't as big as PUBG was.
It's based off a movie called Battle Royale.
Sure.
So you're saying for video games, it?
Yeah.
Okay, I can go with that.
It's polarized it. I mean, think of it now. People like Call of Duty's thinking about doing it. CS:GO is thinking about doing it. A battle royale mode.
It's a good argument.
And it's all because of PUBG.
It's definitely a good argument.
It wasn't because of the culling, and it wasn't because of H1Z1.
No.
I'm not upset with Zach's. That's a hot take.
I still
right
stand
there.
by my decision.
Hot
Yeah,
takes.
fair
That's
enough.
what it's all about. Hot takes. Corey.
Brad, what was yours again?
Gosh, lots of cutting. Mario. Remember?
Smario.
Smario. All right, so now we can do that with this one. So it's gonna be Smario, Wolfenstein, Resident Evil, PUBG,
And then Zelda.
Zelda Bawata.
Zelda Water.
What was your Chick?
We need water.
Mine was Wolf, Mario,
Are we just gonna do
Resident
points?
Evil,
That's
Yeah,
what
it looks like we're doing points.
All right, and
Pub,
lowest score wins.
and Zelda.
No,
I
I'm
think
just
we know
keeping.
what
I'm just
wins.
keeping track of what you guys picked. That's not points.
I
Well,
think that's a good
it's
way
pretty
to do it.
even across the board, to be quite
Yeah, I
honest.
think
With
that's
like a couple different changes.
Yeah. All right, Corey, go ahead.
Corey can shake it up.
All right, I'm gonna say
Hot takes.
Wolfenstein 5,
Ooh.
PUBG 4.
Whoa!
wow. Corey's
Hot takes.
Corey just wants to be different.
No, I seriously think PUBG is like kind of a like I. If you want me to go off about PUBG, I will.
No.
Go ahead.
Go right ahead.
Is it like a Dr.
I'm definitely not trying to be different. I just
Oh,
don't
God.
think that game is like I understand its popularity, but I don't think it's very original.
play it.
I'm
I was
good.
just giving it mainly for the
I
popularity.
can't.
probably.
The Xbox version is broken. I don't have a
Yeah,
PC.
you're right. Touche.
All right, Wolfenstein 5, PUBG 4, then Mario, then Resident Evil, and then Zelda.
Mario got a third place vote.
Damn.
Resident Evil, and then you said Zelda.
Yeah.
So
So
here
I
it
guess
is.
Zelda's our number one.
Yeah.
Anticlimactic, but Zelda Breath of the Wild is the Pixel Forest top game. of the
Okay.
year. So I'm just saying, with that awesome point scheme you just made, not that this is how we're gonna do it, but I am curious. What?
You're gonna do golf score. Golf score wins.
Yeah, pretty much. You said to what was your? You said Wolf was 5, so Wolf is going to have a total of 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5. I hit the times button. I could probably do that math in my head. It's 18.
All right, so I'm black, Jake is green, Brad is blue, and Zach is purple.
All right. So, Wolfenstein has a total of 18 points. Super Mario Odyssey has a total of 17 points. Resident Evil 7 has a total of
10
points. PUBG has a total of 11 points.
Oh,
And
snap.
Zelda Breath of the Wild is a total of 4 points.
So what is our final list?
I forgot.
Well, it goes
So
Wolf,
it goes Wolfenstein is 5. Mario's 4.
Pub.
Pub is 3. Resident Evil 7 is 2. And Zelda Breath of the Wild is 1. And that is
Alright.
it.
Nice.
The Pixel Forest top 5 games of the year.
Hopefully 2018, you know.
So enter your
It
comments
looks like
down
it's gonna be
below.
pretty good.
Why you're mad at us because we didn't put your game in our top
Everybody's
5.
gonna be like,
Or give us
you
your list.
motherfuckers didn't play Nier, you pieces of shit.
Persona 5.
Right, none of us
you guys
have
are
a
all
PlayStation,
cucks.
so
Yeah.
give us your top 5.
Jake
I
will
want
have a PlayStation.
I
but
will have a
Tell
PlayStation.
tell us where we're wrong.
We'll do
so
Jake's old games of the year when he plays like Nier and Uncharted and all that shit.
So I did get access to a game that is going to come out next year.
Oh boy, we're still
Hopefully,
going.
Is that,
I want to bring this up real quick.
Okay.
Because the alpha just ended today.
yeah, and I got 2 things we're going to talk about.
All right.
No, go ahead,
Sure.
Jack.
So I was playing the technical alpha for Sea of Thieves all weekend and yesterday. I really enjoyed it. I know Corey and Jake aren't going to be for it because of the art style.
Yeah.
Brad, I don't know. You never really gave me a straight answer on that.
I like pirates.
Okay. I really think it's going to be a cool
Pirates.
game. I hope you guys can at least.
I think it looks janky too. Like any MMO that's like not.
I don't know. It handles pretty well for me.
Also, it's fucking rare.
Any MMO is gonna be janky. World
It's
of
fucking
Warcraft was
rare.
janky. You could run World of Warcraft on an overclocked PC and it's still gonna be janky if you drop frames.
Yeah.
That's just the
Janky,
way they
yeah.
are.
No, I want to try it. It's an alpha. It's a free
Yeah.
fucking alpha.
Try to sign up.
Try
Maybe
it.
this is going to have another alpha for it.
I will warn you. I don't like overly cartoony.
It's not even
you know,
that
like
crazy
art
cartoon,
styles,
to be quite
as I
honest.
say after I just finished playing Mario.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Like,
It's not like super cartoony as like Mario or anything like that. It's like it is a bit cartoonish, but
Yeah.
it's not like full on cartoon.
Looks like RuneScape.
it's actually.
Ooh,
I really
don't
don't
get
care
me
how much
hype.
how it looks. It's more about like the dialogue. If you're gonna come up to me and be like, "Hey there, buddy, how's it going? Hey, we're pirates, and we're gonna go have a ship bat. Do
No,
you
it's
want to
straight.
join?"
It's
Yeah,
straight
that's
up.
gonna turn me off real quick.
I've ran into a few players online, and it really is just if their ship's bigger than yours, just try to run,
Okay,
because you're not going to survive.
gotcha.
I've been taken out by multiple galleons, and anything if it's like the same set ship as you, they just say hi and pass,
What's
or they
that?
just don't even bother coming
What's
near you.
that Sony exclusive pirate game that got teased at E3 that looks very similar?
It was more of a strategy ship one.
What is it
it
called?
was
Like turn-based?
No, it wasn't turn based. It was more like World of Warships in a way.
Oh, okay.
But
it was called like Black Sails or something.
no,
I know that's a
starts
show,
with an
but-
R, I think.
No.
Either way.
Arr.
I want to try it. I mean,
No,
if
but that one looked
we
okay.
want to
too.
try a free game that's an alpha. That'd be cool.
I'd say give it a shot.
Pirates of the Burning Sea. Just kidding. That's not.
No, that's not.
That sounds like a horrible title.
Jake, you want to? Is that a game you want to make or something?
No.
Oh, all
He
right.
wants the I'm sorry.
Best pirate game I ever played was
Assassin's Creed 4.
yeah, that's right.
Fucking A.
And I have that downloaded on my Xbox on my new external hard
Skull and
drive.
Bones. Skull
I
and Bones.
100% of the game. Skull and Bones.
That's what it
what's
is. I
up.
didn't even start with an R.
Skull and Bones.
Yeah,
what were
Assassin's
you
Creed 4 was the only
yeah.
game that I 100%ed.
Multiplayer is really fun.
That's what I'm saying.
I love
Yeah.
Black Flag.
I'm sure. Wait, do we all have Black Flag? Did we just make a play date?
No, we didn't. I don't have that game installed.
Fucking hell.
I don't own that game because my disk drive broke.
Oh my
Right.
gosh. All right.
That was my first game on the one.
Oh, wow. My weekly segment is back once again. 4th week in a row. Stuck around for a month. Can't believe it.
We're gonna can it after
top-
this week. So
Yeah.
Brad, you're canceled.
Top gamer tags of the week. Oh my gosh, we're here again. So I got 3 solid ones.
I'm glad you've been writing them down because I forgot all about it. I haven't even been paying attention.
I know. I'm actually going to go to some of the more recent ones. I think they're a little bit better than the other ones I have in here. So one we saw just last night, Simply Boofed. I think that's going to be the new word.
Boofed.
That's pretty good.
Oh, I boofed. It sounds like you shit your pants.
Biffed?
Boofed. So that was on there. Slap the Tanks.
That was in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's really good.
And so many images went through my head when I
That
heard
was
of
so
Slap
good.
the Tanks.
You know what I know? I picture when I think of that gamer tag. I picture somebody like, you know, in Jackass where Johnny Knoxville like runs into the thing and slaps the ball on the ass and it chases him down. Picture somebody like running into a bat and just being like, ting, to the back of a tank.
Oh my gosh. All right. And the last one this week is You Had Me at Halo. So,
Nice.
That one's pretty good.
all spaced out too. Quality gamer tags this week. And that was your weekly top gamer tags of the week.
All right.
We didn't tell Brad before he came here that we were going to can it after this
Brad,
week,
you're
so he's
canceled.
kind of upset.
I'm canceled.
Yep, you're canceled.
So is this
Fuck.
podcast.
So it's the podcast. All right. And my last idea topic.
God.
Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about.
What's that?
You guys
Porn?
would that be exciting?
And tune in next week to figure out what Brad wanted to talk about.
No, because I'm gonna do it right here, right now on the podcast.
Right here.
What is
You guys have any Bitcoin?
Nope.
No.
No, but I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. So I just sold my first little bit of Bitcoin last week. It made a solid $200.
Did you hear that North Korea just hacked Bitcoin?
Yeah, can't wait for
Did
that.
you
to
hear
happen.
that Crytek is making a new form of internet currency for whatever that fucking crazy ass crowdfunded game is that they're making, Star Citizen?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's going to be like a legit currency.
Because Star Citizen is like $20 billion or something nuts like in funding now, so they have enough money to create their own currency for it. And that's what they did. And like I think they're calling them Cry coins. One Cry coin is like $800 US.
Cry coin.
Jesus.
They definitely should have named it
Dude,
something different
So
than that.
I
That's
was looking
horrible.
up. There's a shit
You're
ton of
crying when you have
electronic
to buy one.
currencies, and one of the electronic currencies I was like that happened to catch my eye. There's one called Dogecoin.
Yeah,
Doge.
I believe it.
Dogecoin.
Like the meme Doge.
Yeah.
Fucking.
No, I don't have any.
That's
shares
worse
of
than your
Dogecoin.
friend that said that PUBG copied fucking Fortnite. Oh my god, you're killing me.
Yeah, well, no, he's killing me. But no, I was gonna say I was gonna buy some Bitcoin on the podcast, but it just went up really high, so I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, I sold my Bitcoin, and after like a week's time, it made me $200.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, and I mean, there's like I said, there's so many fucking electronic currencies out there right now. I have this new app.
So the trading price on a Bitcoin is for one Bitcoin, right?
Yes,
So
it's
you
for
buy
one-
pieces of them.
Yes, or you can buy a whole coin if you want to. I know a guy who he started off with like, I don't know, when he bought into it, he bought like, it was like, I don't know, a couple $100 worth of Bitcoin. And then over the years, I said, like it started to grow this past summer a little bit, so he bought a little bit more, and then it skyrocketed come fall time. And now he has over $180,000 worth of Bitcoin. And
What's
he's
his name and his social security number?
He's considering on retiring right
just
now
kidding.
from the the army. So let me just put that in perspective. He had enough years, but he wanted more money, and now he's like, I'm gonna retire. So, I thought it was awesome. But I don't know, Bitcoin. I mean, it did spike at 18,000 2 days ago,
That's
and now it's
nuts.
back down to 16.5. So I don't know. I mean, the only thing that scares me is this is gonna drop at
Hey,
some
Brad.
point.
Brad.
Yeah.
If Rocket League had its own currency, it would be called Bipcoins.
Or
Are you
pooch coins.
Or pooch coins. The
Pooch
audience
putt-
is not
pooch
going to get
putts.
that. These
Pooch
are
putts.
words that I use during Rocket League. Let's cut it. We gotta go. I gotta do something productive with my life.
I don't know how the fuck we're gonna edit this thing.
I'll try something.
Give it to
Also,
me, Zach.
you spent an extra half a
I got
tank
tomorrow
and
off.
40 minutes in the car for nothing.
I know. So much for the cameras. Rip. All right. We can do final thoughts. Zach.
I'm interested to see where Sea of Thieves goes after the alpha.
Okay. Corey.
If I ever hear anyone compare PUBG to Fortnite, I'm gonna punch a wall.
Jake.
Me?
Yeah. No.
Well, you're next.
Oh yeah, I'm
No,
gonna
Jake
I'm
Shave.
gonna download RuneScape and boot it up.
Fuck yeah, you are.
And
Classic.
Make sure it's the original one. Not
Make sure
the
it's
new
classic
one.
RuneScape, not RuneScape 3.
all right. And it's the Wednesday before Christmas, and I still need to get my mom a Christmas present.
Oh Jesus.
And you
So-
need to return that PS4 headset.
And I need to return to the PS4 headset. And that's it. Episode 25 in the books. Top 5 games are out there. Way to go, Zelda. You
Wait
got
a
our
minute.
vote.
What?
Bye.
Episode 25.
Yeah.
It was It was the Christmas episode.
That's
Episode 25
weird.
was a Christmas episode.
And then Jesus was
That's
born.
weird. Happy holidays.